My first video on YouTube after such long time away. And first I have to save the picture for the story. There. Anything of the popular My Little Pony Friendship is Magic series will know about Twilight Sparkle. The main protagonist of the most recent and most popular version of the franchise, depicted as a somewhat like burglar. Hey, there's your first book word that depicted one. Twilight Sparkle's whole theme was to find the magic of friendship. What many fans will not learn of is Sparkle, a creature that while at first appears to take the form of the famous pony, but is in reality something completely unrelated to the soul, an unfamiliar darkness that somehow found a means to enter the innocence of a children's TV show and wrap it to drill. I want to say warp it to drill because that makes more sense, but no, it says wrap it, which I guess kind of makes sense too. Appearing only rarely, Sparkle is said to have glowing eyes that distinguish her from the rest of the show. She also frequently breaks the fourth wall in a manner that is much darker than would be normally allowed on the show. Yeah, darker. You know, Pinkie Pie breaks the fourth wall all the time. But Sparkle does it darker than Pinkie Pie would. What the heck? For example, when Sparkle manifests, viewers claim to stare into those glowing eyes as she utters sentences such as, "We're good friends." Oh, that line. "You're not alone. I see." And most dismiss these claims as hoaxes. Dogs of active imaginations. There are people who genuinely believe they had experienced some kind of supernatural phenomena, though they are often at a loss to explain it. Perhaps this is because the entity known as Sparkle really cannot be explained by human minds. The very concept of a sentient being somehow managing to infiltrate a fictional soul and taking on the form of an equally fictional cartoon character is seen nothing short of insanity to the vast majority of modern society. Yet despite the mockery they often receive, those who believe in Sparkle do not waver, continually saying that they have seen the beast. A lack of evidence, coupled with a high percentage of mental health problems amongst the believers of Sparkle, has further alienated him from most of the mainstream paranormal community. If the belief of this particular writer that sparkles is a concept rather than an actual being, sparkle cannot truly exist. Hi. She is likely the result of mental illness or another abnormality of the sparkle. I love that. And it leaves you wondering, is it really truly her? Or is it that the guy's driving himself insane? I will say this though, what's really interesting, they're no death, they're no mayhem, they're nothing too dark. It's just this entity, you don't know what it is, but it's in the form of Twilight, and it's talking to you while you're watching this show. Something about that, it's amazing. It's awesome. Now, personal opinion, the entity isn't existent. Obviously. I'll say that now. Obviously, the entity doesn't actually exist. But I used to try and see if I could get a glimpse of Sparkle after reading that story, just as a joke. And I'll say it, I never found anything proving Sparkle really does not truly exist. But here's a question. If one was to come out and say they saw Sparkle, would you assume they were crazy? Or would you call it wish fulfillment? Because it seems to me like maybe if you do wind up seeing her, you often wanted to see her anyways. So maybe a bit of wish fulfillment. Actually, maybe a toper for all you know. For people have had mentions of seeing topers through quite a few years now. So maybe it's one of those. You never know. Point is, it's not necessarily an impossibility.